Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a fun one for you today. It's the Armada Declivity X108. This ski returns structurally unchanged from last year. We do get a new graphic for 2026, but same construction shape and profile as we saw with this kind of big mountain missile that we got on last year and really enjoyed. All of those things carry forward to 2026 at 108 millimeters underfoot. This is a straight shooter, very fall line oriented ski, directional free ride, advanced and expert level. Definitely has some really unique and interesting characteristics about it that separate it from a lot of other skis in this 108, 110 range that's really popular these days because the ski companies are doing a really nice job at making these wider freeride oriented skis feel more versatile and a bit more all mountain. This is a superchargy ski that really works well at high speeds and in big mountain and technical terrain. It is built with a poplar wood core. We also get their articulated Titanal banding X metal laminate here. So similar to what we've seen in the Declivities and Reliance skis in the past, that metal laminate mainly found underfoot has sections milled out of it and replaced with a more rubberized material so that metal is able to kind of bend and flex as well as still provide some nice feedback. So very damp overall feel, solid underfoot, and then also still pretty playful, especially as you get more towards the tips and tails. But in general, pretty rugged ski overall. It does kind of transition to more of a cap-oriented ski at the very tips and does have kind of a, it's not as stiff as you would expect given some other aspects that come along with this ski, just giving it more of a free ride feel with that added flex. This is the big one, the 191. I skied this ski in this length last year and just absolutely loved it. There's something about the blend of construction, shape, profile in this length that just aligns really well with pretty aggressive directional freeride skiing. Pretty heavy though, 2,273 grams, so you do have to have kind of that mentality that you're on a pretty hefty ski. It does get a little more interesting when we look at the shape and the profile. The big thing that sticks out to me is the 26-meter turn radius. You're not finding a lot of skis out there in the world today with that radius number assigned to them. And it does like to be used in that radius. It loves to be opened up and just used at high speed and direct fall line skiing. That radius also allows you to get this thing sideways easier. If you think about a ski with a shorter turn radius, as soon as you go to put it on edge, it wants to come across the fall line in a carved turn. Something that's straighter is easier to get sideways for more drifting and slashing turns, especially given the fact that there is not a whole lot of camber in the underfoot zone here, but pretty long rocker in the tips and in the tails. That tip rocker starts well down into the ski. Not a lot of splay given the length, so that smooth, surfy feel is what you're going to get as a result. And we see that same technique used in the Declivity X102, where more of the ski is kind of engaged in the snow, giving it a smoother overall feel. It's not terribly bouncy or energetic, but it does feel more drifty and surfy. Tail rocker, pretty long, nothing crazy, but again, not a lot of splay. So kind of a lower overall profile here. And then there's a lot of taper, a lot of early taper. So really long. It brings the widest part of the ski well down into the ski. Aligns pretty well with the rocker profile. So basically that means that when the ski is on the snow, that side cut is very straight. If you have a ski that is tapered like this with the widest part brought down and it still has a 26-meter turn radius, that just means that this cut in the middle here, this middle, 2/3 of the ski or so, is very straight in that side cut. And then light taper, but again, it is long, brings that widest part well down into the ski. basically like the opposite of a DPS shaped ski that wants to adhere to a 15-meter turn radius in all lengths. By opening it up, they're really creating a different type of mentality in the ski. And with this declivity, it certainly falls more to the aggressive and high speed and fall line oriented side of the spectrum. We do have some tester feedback here. Tester Grant Wheeler says, it's an absolute rocket ship. I was surprised for how progressive the construction flex is, that it wasn't more playful. I found they prefer to stick to the ground and just charge. I did not find the speed limit on these skis in soft snow and spring bumps. While they may not have been as playful or springy as I expected, they were incredibly responsive. Overall, a hard-charging and confidence-inspiring ski. I couldn't agree more, and that's kind of the fun part of this thing. And I also like how it does offer kind of a foil or an opposite to that DPS style that is more bouncy and porpoisey. This Declivity X108 is really the opposite of that, just smooth, hard-charging, skis on the ground style of skiing. And I like how there's places for both skis in this world. But yeah, that's it. Make sure to check out this Armada Declivity X108 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.